Hey guys, this is Jamie. So today I want to talk about, or rather, it's more of a sort of vlog, but not really. Basically, on Sunday there was a series of protests and specifically raising awareness. We're just like manifestação, so manifestation, I guess, um, to raise awareness and to speak up against the fact that there are certain right-wing, alt-right specifically, attacks, and they happen specifically on the day of Portugal. And not just that, but obviously there were two attacks, and one of them was against the gay actor Aderito Lopes, who was supposed to be playing Luis Camões, who is probably the most famous Portuguese and most important Portuguese poet. And not just that, but Camões is a massive symbol of Portugal, and it was obviously a play around it, and he was playing the role of Camões, and the fact that he was attacked on the day of Portugal by playing a symbol of Portugal says a lot of things, says a lot of intolerance, it's a lot of hate, and it is an attack of rights, it is a homophobic attack, it is a hate crime, and on top of that, two volunteers were attacked in Porto for trying to give food to homeless people. I've seen sources say that the homeless people are immigrants, and others say, that it was just homeless, but regardless, the act of simply giving food to the homeless, and specifically from a voluntary point of view, shouldn't ever be a reason for someone to attack, and neither is a reason to be attacked for your own sexuality. I really have to say that obviously these attacks are sickening, and I am completely against the fact that the alt-right party obviously gains a majority vote more than usual, and I do have to say that obviously Chega is a party of hate. It's a party fueled with absolute just bullet point speaking points, specifically for very narrow-minded, very hateful individuals, and which have been resorting to more hate. And I think it's very important that the country came in these protests, which were, in Madeira and many big Portuguese cities, and in Porto as well, and in Lisbon, next to the theater. So it's very important, and that different politicians were part of those protests as well, and that is very important. And obviously, Portugal is a very liberal, left-wing country, regardless of how you put it. And sure, right now we have a more conservative government, but the Socialist Party has had a massive movement, and I understand, and everyone else does, that Portugal will not fall to the right, but that doesn't mean that we need to excuse these attacks. People shouldn't be scared of volunteering. People shouldn't be scared of helping the homeless. People shouldn't be scared to be openly gay and portray important figures in Portuguese arts. And the fact that it was specifically attacked an actor who was in theater just shows that they have no tolerance for art. And the fact that they chose to attack someone over depicting someone who, I guess, they should think of a symbol of Portugal as well, just says how hateful they are. I do have to say that obviously, like, from my background, and being an immigrant as well, I never could go into protests. Like, I remember sort of all the marches of Lithuania for Lithuanians when I was growing up, where you'd have to like stay at home because you wouldn't want to get beaten up, because like being a Russian speaker, being Ukrainian, was enough for me to get beaten up. And I always felt that it was wrong in their eyes that I existed. So obviously, I've been living in Portugal for many, many years, and I've become, I guess, a part of Portuguese society. I advocate for LGBT rights. I work, I studied, I did my master's here. I'm on my way for my license. So obviously all these things also make me a part of Portuguese society. I socialize, I go to events, and obviously it's important to speak up. And I am happy that I did that by being in the protest, and same for my partner, we both went there. And it's very important to do these things to show awareness, and specifically like there's petitions going around of trying to criminalize Shega. I don't think the petition will necessarily gain the necessary votes now, but I feel like it will, and it will raise awareness to the fact that Portugal will not fall to fascism again. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say, and I'm very proud to be in Portugal. And it's the fact that people understand that it's okay to be different, it's okay to come from a different society. What unites us is the fact that we're here for the community, we're here to work, live, exist, and continue the natural flow of the country, really. So yeah, and in general, it's very refreshing, and it's very nice that people went out. There were people of all ages, all genders, all sexualities, and everyone was there to support the cause. So yeah, so obviously I want to say, like, obviously there were different marches, like in Portugal as well, on the day before the Sunday one, against Trump, and other international causes happened. Obviously there's Pride, but I do have to say that it's still important to focus on the issues in the country, and regardless of how bad it is in the world right now, the fact that we still have a voice is something we should use, we should be thankful for, and we should not let it get taken away from us. We should not become a bleak mass that has no opinion, no voice, because that is what fascism tries to do. It just tries to wash you off and just leave you as a mass full of hatred and opinions that you're better, that you're like a master race, you're above everyone else, when in reality everyone's the same. We all bleed the same blood, we're all exploited by capitalism, and there's nothing that makes us different. The only difference is that you can choose to hate someone else. And that is a choice that I hope no one is making. I mean, I'm trying to reach anyway. So yeah. That is pretty much what happened. Also, it was really funny to show up in blips and in photos, because obviously it's funny that we always end up in like photos, and we had like photographers in our faces pretty much. So it was funny to sort of fish out that later. So yeah, and we were on plenty of news channels here and there, so that was cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, I'm just quite tired because we have like up to 40 degrees right now. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that this ended up being more ranty, I guess, in a way, and it's a bit shorter than usual. And again, it's more of a trying to raise awareness and talking about what happened. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to raise awareness on Portuguese protests, feel free to share this video, share it to your friends. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Feel free to reach out if you have any comments or anything via the comment section, via my socials. And thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it.